We're looking at two new problems here that you're going to see very similar on the quiz. Next question says the population of McEachern increases by 14% every year. If there are currently 2,500 students there, what will the population be in 20 years? If necessary, round your answer to the nearest whole number. So we have here, again, I'm going to write out our formula. A equals P, 1 plus or minus R, raised to the T. Our P, what we start with, the number of people we start with, the amount is 2,500 students. So that's A equals 2,500 or 2,500, however you want to say it. Now we got to figure out, is this a growth or decay? Am I growing? Is the population growing, or is the population decreasing? And again, or decaying. And the answer there is, well, it says right here, it's increasing by 14%. Increasing by 14%. So with increasing, we're going to use plus. It's going to be 1 plus that percent. So 1 plus 14%. All right, and how much time has gone by? Again, we want to know the population after 20 years. So we're going to put 20 for our time. 20 will be our time. And again, something to kind of help you out with this as well. 1 plus 14%. So remember, 14% as a decimal is just 0.14. Oh, there we go, 0.14. So what is 1 plus 0.14? Well, that's pretty easy. So 2,500. So 1 plus 14 cents is just going to be 1.14 and raised to the 20th power. From there, you just plug it into your calculator, and that should tell you the population of McEachern after 20 years. So 2,500, 1.14 raised to the 20th power. And the population is going to grow, wow, is a lot, 34,358.72. But remember, we're going to round. So we look at this 7.2 right here. The 7 is going to round that 8 to a 9, and that's going to be a whole number. So 34,359. 34,359, and that's going to be people. People, or students. We're not dealing with money right here, right? They're dealing with people. So that turns into that 2,500. If it is 14% gain every year for 20 years, we're going to have 34,359 students by year 20, which is a lot. Last question here. It says, due to factories closing down, Draketown has been experiencing a population decline of 17% every year. Currently, the population is 122,000 people. Assuming the trend continues, which equation projects the population in X years? So again, we're still using this right here, this formula. We're just missing something. We're missing the time. Time is represented by X years. So I'm going to show you exactly what to do there. First off, we need to know our P. What is our starting amount? What do we start with? And that's 122,000 people. So A equals 122,000 people. We have our parenthesis. Is this are we growing or are we decaying, right? Are we increasing the population or is the population decreasing? And we should see here the population declines, right? Declines by 17% every year. So we're declining, which means minus. We're going to be subtracting. So that is 1 minus 17%. And then how much time has gone by? Well, we don't know, but it tells us what we put for time. It says you put X. Remember, it says X years. So it's again, when we're talking about time, how much time has gone by, they're talking about years, but we're trying to create an equation here, right? It says which equation projects the population. So for time, you're just going to put X for time because that's what they want to know. They want to be able to put in something for X and then know exactly how many people are going to be left. You're not going to see it this way, but they're going to break this down, 1 minus 17%. So what 17% as a decimal is 0.17. So when we write this formula, A equals 122,000. What is 1 minus 17%? What's 1 minus 0.17? Well, again, you can always use your calculator. Remember, 1 minus 17%. 1 minus 0.17. And that gives you 0.83. If you have one of these calculators, you can always put 1 minus 17%. Again, that percent sign, we go back there, you press second, and then where it says division, you can see the percent sign, 17%, you press enter, and it gives you 0.83. So inside the parentheses, you should see 0.83, and then x will still be your variable for time. So again, that's how you'd answer that kind of question on the quiz. So be sure to, again, watch this video or have this video up while you're taking it, because this could definitely help you out when trying to get this answer correct.